In the world of elite cycling, crashes are inevitable. But when the Mathieu van der Poel, cyclocross king, classics crusher, and occasional mid-race showman hit the deck at the Nove Mesto World Cup mountain bike race in 2025, our hearts sank, memes froze, and Alpecin staff reached for their nearest espresso machine. Or as my subscribers corrected me, espresso. This is the story of how the Dutch dynamo is clawing his way back, not with mud on his tyres or wind in his hair, but with Zwift on his screen, a fan at his feet, and an FTP test that would make a Navy SEAL cry. Welcome to how Mathieu van der Poel is recovering from his mountain bike crash. 1. The crash that rebooted recovery. Nove Mesto, May 2025. Van der Poel is flying through a high-speed descent when a rock decides to audition for Critique du Soleil by sending him straight over the bars. A shoulder slam, a cracked helmet, a bruised ego, and even a DNF. Medical reports confirm no broken ribs, but soft tissue damage, minor concussion symptoms, and a sore shoulder meant a forced break from racing for Van der Poel. Mathieu's Tour de France prep was suddenly on hold. No cobbles, no mountain bikes, no post-ride beers. Indoor training. Number 2. Zwift sweat and silence. With his shoulder in a sling and the outdoors off limits, Van der Poel turned to every pro cyclist's best frenemy, Zwift. Sources close to the team report he's been riding up to 15 hours per week on the turbo trainer, spread over 2 to 3 Zwift races per week, where he anonymously tortures B-category amateurs who will one day realise who DutchHammer_995 really was. Structured intervals, including overs and unders, VO2 max bursts, and long tempo blocks. Recovery spins with group rides or easy endurance workouts through Matapoia's pixelated volcanoes. He's even been spotted topping the Zwift Power race charts. And no, that's not a joke. His profile has logged some serious explosive efforts, including a 7.1 watts per kilo 5-minute average in one of the Crit City races. Team Alpecin have since embraced the Zwift as a crucial tool for his recovery. Post-crash, Van der Poel's return to intensity came weeks earlier than if he had waited for the shoulder to be stable enough for real-world sprinting. Number 3. What his training looks like now. Recovery doesn't mean Netflix and napping. This is Mathieu van der Poel, not a Cat 5 crit retiree. His post-crash training blocks are structured around a hybrid model. Monday, Zwift endurance ride 2 hours. Zone 2 base ride through the jungle loop. Shoulder mobility and band exercises. Tuesday, high cadence intervals for 1.5 hours approximate. Warm-up plus cadence pyramids. Seated climbing to limit shoulder strain. Wednesday, Zwift race for 1 hour. Full gas Crit City chaos. Then an ice bath and sliding on the compression boots. Thursday, core and off-bike strength, TRX, planks, shoulder rehab, short Zwift spin optional. Friday, VO2 max intervals 1.5 hours, 5 times 3-minute intervals at 120% of FTP, fan on maximum, music on insane. Saturday, group ride simulation, 2.5 hours, pace line in Wootopia with bots and suffering amateurs. Sneaky tempo accelerations. Sunday, recovery ride, 1 hour. Watopia beachfront cruise, Belgian waffles, and tactical tour replays. Notably, he's reduced outdoor volume hugely, avoiding off-road bikes, and he's leaned hard into precision metrics, power, cadence, heart rate, and RPE, which is rating of pain everywhere. His longest ride indoors, 3 hours and 45 minutes on the Tempo Fugit loop with no music. Truly that's psychotic behaviour in our opinion. Number 4. Why his training changed. So why the Zwift? Why didn't Mathieu van der Poel just lie down for a week and wait to feel normal again? It's simple. The Tour de France waits for no man. Van der Poel hates boredom more than crashing. Indoor training gave him control. The Nove Mesto crash wasn't just physical, it disrupted a carefully collaborated race schedule. Spring classics into mountain bikes, into tour prep, into Olympic talk. By hopping on Zwift and building structured intensity, he maintained aerobic and even anaerobic conditioning without risking further injury. More importantly, he stayed mentally sharp and engaged. Riding indoors allowed him to do uninterrupted efforts with no traffic, no weather, real-time feedback via metrics, team check-ins as coaches would monitor live sessions stood right next to him. Alpecin staff began comparing his indoor watts to outdoor benchmarks and found negligible drop-offs. In fact, his peak 1-minute power increased by 2% since the crash. That's right, he got better while hurt. Number 5. Compared to a regular week of training. Let's compare the Zwift heavy schedule to a normal Van der Poel training week pre-crash. Pre-crash outdoor week, classic build-up training. Monday, 3 to 4 hour endurance ride with teammates. Tuesday, motor pacing behind the Alpecin team car. Wednesday, 5 to 6 hour long ride with climbs. Thursday, CX drills in the woods or mountain bike descents. Friday, sprint sets on Dutch disc bikes. Saturday, race simulation or actual race. Sunday, recovery plus massage plus fishing. Seriously, he likes fishing. Post-crash Zwift week. Monday, 2 hours zone 2 indoors. Tuesday, 90 minutes cadence and power intervals. Wednesday, 1 hour Zwift race all out. Thursday, gym and rehab. Friday, VO2 max session. Saturday, virtual endurance simulation. Sunday, easy spin and rest. That's a drop in volume of around 30%, but a spike in intensity precision and recovery monitoring. Zwift isn't just a substitute, it's a tool that lets Van der Poel squeeze the lemon harder, with less risk. Add that to the fact that he can do all of this in his pyjamas, well, bib shorts, but still, and you can see the appeal. He's gone from muddy cyclocross laps to meticulously crafted pain caves with air filters, from drifting on alpine gravel to spinning out watts like a lab rat with rage issues. And guess what? It's working. Conclusion. When the madman returns, Van der Poel's recovery isn't just about healing, it's about adaptation, reinventation, spiteful indoor suffering that defies gravity and logic. He'll return to the road soon, perhaps not with mud on his shins, but with more watts than before, a stronger core, and a fire lit by the absurdity of being dropped by a Zwift bot named Kev the Destroyer. So the next time you hear someone say Zwift is for softies, just remember, Mathieu van der Poel turned a crash into a training lab, and a training lab into a comeback. Thanks for watching today's video. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section, and if you're new to my channel, consider clicking subscribe to stay up to date with all of the latest cycling news, cycling drama, and cycling results. Also, please like this video. Can we get 500 likes on today's video? Thank you. I'll catch you guys in the next one.